Hello, I'm Paul here with the I Was Hungry Garden Ministry, and to my left we have Jasmine with, I want to say it right,
Society of St. Andrew.
the Society of St. Andrews, which is a gleaning operation where they go around to different farms that have excesses and gain the advantage of that and give it to the poor and so forth. And then to my right is Veronica.
And I'm a volunteer.
Yes, but tell us professionally what you do.
So I'm a registered dietitian,
Yep.
nutritionist. I work at Tennessee State University, and nutrition is my mission.
Great, and she's very knowledgeable and very interesting to talk to. And today we're harvesting lettuce eat lettuce. And so, Veronica, tell everyone about what a prebiotic is and why lettuce is important, what your grandfather said.
Yes, so prebiotics are really good for gut health. And our gut health is connected to our liver health, our immune system, our kidney health, our brain health. There's nothing it starts in the gut with what we eat. And so
That's this part right
just
here.
right in here.
Yep.
And my grandfather always said you should eat your salad first.
Yep. And the reason we eat our salad first is it's a little complicated, but not too bad. So when you get a box and you read the nutritional information, that's not a really good approach, because that nutrition won't go into your body. It won't be bioavailable unless the organisms in your gut make it so. So those organisms, they need housing. Like you need housing, they need housing. And so these leaves are substrate for them to set up on, which is sort of a chemistry term. But they need condominiums and townhouses and mansions to set up on it. And so when you eat these leaves, it's like giving them mansions to live in. They have big families and lots of kiddos and lots of organisms that give a lot of nutrition to your body. Okay, so it's very important to eat the salad first. And things like that, things with a lot of fiber, right?
Yes, fiber.
Yep.
And so your vegetables, be heavy on vegetables, then your fruit, your whole grains, and meat would be the last thing.
Yeah.
And so one of the things you were talking about, when I think about gut health, I think about inflammation. There's a lot now more information about inflammation. And if you can get the right type of housing, the right kind of development, so to speak,
Yep.
right, mixed housing we talk about in your gut, then that's going to help with reducing inflammation. And another thing you mentioned, eating more real food is really important, and cutting down on the processed food.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yep.
You really have to eat more real food.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
And, yeah, well, thank you. And when God created man, where did he put him?
In the garden.
Did he put him in a fast food
Nope,
joint?
you put them in the garden.
He put him in a garden. That's Genesis 2, I think verse 14-ish maybe. And so when you're in a garden, you just experience so much peace and so much joy. And you see God's provision. You see these seeds go in the ground, and then all of a sudden an abundance of lettuce. Look at this. If you looked at the seeds here, it's probably a tablespoon's worth, not even. But it took faith a couple of months ago to get out here and to make all that happen. And some volunteers helped me with that. And it tastes so different and so good from a garden than it does from a store. And that's because your palate enables you to taste all the micronutrients that you wouldn't otherwise get, and it just tastes totally different. So we'll have a lot of summer camps come here with kids, and I'll have all the kids that hate tomatoes raise their hand, and I make them come forward and try a tomato. And every time I've done that, every kid has loved them. And they go, why haven't I done this before? And I said, well, the food in the stores doesn't taste like this. And so that's just an amazing gift of the garden. It's the freshness, but it's also when you grow the food in a living soil, it has a much higher micronutrient density.
It does.
Yeah.
Jasmine, where's the food going today?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good question. Well, get off our soapbox and let Jasmine tell us the practical stuff.
Yeah, so typically, again, I am with Society of St. Andrew, which is a gleaning organization, like you mentioned, and we do go to we rescue food, or we, in this case, donated fresh food. We get it and we take it to different agencies, and they will distribute it to the people in need. So today we are going to, we typically go to the branch. However, we will be going to St. Luke's today, and they're a really, really good organization. They help many people in need, children's, families, children's, elderly. It's a really good organization. So we're going there.
Yeah.
We're going to bless them with all this.
And they have a refrigerator too, which
Yes,
is
they do.
kind
They
of
have a
neat.
lot
It's kind of
refrigerators.
important for
They have
lettuce.
A lot of different, about
so I take my hat off to Jasmine and her good work, and thank you for your love for the poor and for your ministry to them. You are such a blessing to so many people, and without you, this wouldn't have happened. You know, you pull this together. You're the one who's committed, and you're sacrificing. It's a sacrifice for you, and you have people in college that you're helping and so forth, right?
Yes.
So it's a sacrifice for you, and I appreciate your sacrifice, and I want to recognize that it does take sacrifice, and you know, a lot of people just go around and make tons of money, and that's good if you're generous with it, I suppose. But a lot of people are generous with their time, and it shows your heart and how much you love people, and that's a beautiful thing. And I don't want that to be unnoticed here. Anything else we need to say about lettuce or the day? It's a beautiful day. It's not real hot.
Thank you so much for having us out.
Yeah, thank you for standing behind the camera. And right now we're going to shift gears in the garden. We're going to move towards the fruits. So we're moving away from the greens and the peas to the fruits. And so we have lots of figs and there's mulberries to be had if you all want to pick some mulberries today. And then we're going to start growing squash and okra and tomatoes. And these are things that I can keep in the freezer all year round and eat all year round, because I find that's really important for me to eat the food from the garden all year round. And you saw the beautiful pile of lettuce, maybe 50 pounds of lettuce, which, well, what do you do? But, because I know you like to measure your success by weight, but you're not going to get recognized. That's why I felt like I needed to recognize you, because it's the nutrients here are much more than you'd usually get in 50 pounds of, say, squash or something, or zucchini. So really, really important. So thanks for all the help that you wonderful ladies give to the poor, and let's just keep working together and keep doing the work that God's given us to do with joy and zeal and just wholeheartedness. Thanks for watching.